4 years ago, my husband died. And after he died, it was a different life for me.
I came here because I need to talk to somebody about my early experiences and childhood.
They've helped me to come through that and to just help me to deal with life again and to give me a reason to want to be living again.
People who use Beacon Counselling are you and me. So many people in the UK will experience some form of distress, anxiety, depression or other common mental health issue. They are likely to need a service like Beacon, and those are the people that we are trying to reach.
Beacon Counselling represents, to me, a community-based service offering a highly professional service to clients, and they make a difference to the lives of local people.
One of the things that we noticed in the last couple of years is that people who are out of work for whatever reason are far more likely to experience the common mental health problems of depression and anxiety.
I'd been made redundant last year and had quite a high-profile job, and it floored me basically. I realised that I needed a bit more support, so I felt that this would be a bit of a safety net, and it came at the perfect time for me.
We introduced the programme called Stress Busters because we had a very large waiting list. And within the space of 6 to 8 months of offering the programme, the waiting list went from 160 down to 60, which for us was fantastic.
Beacon have offered a fantastic programme to parents in the area, which they've given wonderful feedback about, and has actually supported them and offered networks of support for parents that are being quite isolated.
Having conversations with primary schools, they said, yes, you know, there is a need for something, we do need some support. So we designed the Confidence Programme.
It was part of a whole programme on supporting children with emotional and behavioural difficulties.
So you're going to throw a beanbag to somebody and say their name. Shall we have a little practice? Yeah. Yes. Adita. Good girl. Anna. Good girl. Mrs. Iger, well done everybody.
One of our therapists is accompanied by a member of staff. At the end, we provide them with a day's training that gives them the extra kind of insight and skills that they will need to then lead the programme themselves.
In this day and age, we have lots of teaching assistants who develop into a role much wider than just supporting learning within classrooms. And I think this is part of a very successful arsenal that can be put in place for children.
You know, 3/4 of the charity is made up of volunteers, and they enable us to do so much for the 1,500 plus people out there each year.
Coming somewhere that felt like you're coming into somebody's house that was a warm, loving environment, but with boundaries that enabled you rather than rescued you. You know, a functional rather than dysfunctional place to be.
Already we're seeing that the demand is very high and that the service is very well used, and the outcomes that we're seeing from the therapeutic input really give that reason to be optimistic that the approach is a good one.
The ultimate aim is for Beacon not to exist. That might sound a bit weird, but actually we are here to give people support in the here and now, but we give them the tools and the skills and the confidence to support themselves in the future.
It's so hard, but it's good for me. I can go home and think, that's another chip gone.
This was definitely the best place for me to come, and I'd certainly come back if I needed to.